Hello guys, we are on board a plane flying to Nizhny Novgorod. Well, and as always we managed to catch the plane at the last minute. We caught the bus at the last minute. We have a gripping story for you. Therefore, I wish you a pleasant viewing, and we are preparing for takeoff.
Hello, I hope you will see it and read it. I'm writing with a request. Grandmother lives alone with her granddaughter, and she has 2 bank loans. The son is in a psychiatric clinic. All the money goes to bank to pay all the loans. Whatever they need, they have to borrow. Grandmother wears holy shoes. She can't afford footwear. I hope you can help in some way.
Hello, how did you find out about this family? How old is the grandmother, how old is the granddaughter, and what happened to the girl's mother?
I won't lie, it's not good. I'm from that family. I just don't know who to turn to. My mother doesn't support me. She only gave us 500 rubles for my birthday. Our vacuum cleaner is broken, and there is no money to have it fixed. We borrow food in shop because we have to pay off loan. There is practically no help whatsoever.
So guys, we have reached our destination, and to be honest, it was not so easy to get here. We drove for 5 hours, not to mention the 1.5 hours flight from Moscow to Nizhny Novgorod. When I received a letter from Katya, that's the name of today's heroine of our video, we couldn't but start acting because her letter touched the depths of the soul. And just imagine yourself in her place. She is actually still a child, deprived of the parents' support, and it's her grandmother that has raised her from infancy. They can't afford to buy anything, they have a lot of loans. Their grandmother's pension is their only source of income, so they have to borrow groceries from the shop. We didn't come empty-handed, we've brought some food, and now we will go to Katerina's house and hear the story firsthand. Let's go! Katya also mentioned that their vacuum cleaner had broken down, and they have to borrow a vacuum cleaner from their neighbors. But this will be a surprise for them, which we will give them a little later. Let's go! Katya must live in this house, but we can't be sure yet, because we have come here for the first time. So let's go and find out. Doggy, don't eat us, will you? We are good-natured people. Hello.
Hello?
And where is our apartment number 1?
I am the owner of this house.
Ah, you are the owner. Do you have a granddaughter called Ekaterina?
Yes, Ekaterina is my granddaughter.
And what is your name?
My name is Любовь Konovalova.
Nice to meet you, my name is James and this is Vasya. Your granddaughter wrote us a letter and we have come.
I don't know anything about it.
Didn't she tell you anything?
Just recently she said, "Are you going to be angry with me? Today they will come." She said, "Well, then."
What are you doing now?
Here I am collecting firewood. I go to the factory. I used to work there as a cleaner. I go there. I bring them firewood. So just busy going back and forth. In short, there's something for me to do. I used to go to the forest to collect berries, pick mushrooms, and this is, well, we are doing this small job. Thank God I'm healthy to walk, even to run. Thank God I'm not complaining. Maybe you won't shoot on camera, huh?
We're here to help, don't worry.
It is the first time I have found myself in this situation. Come here. Katya.
So guys, we can see it with our own eyes, and it's clear that their lifestyle is very modest.
I worked at the factory. The house was old. The house was in general, this is windows, sometimes you take them out and then you don't know how to put them back. Here they give us an apartment like this.
And what about food supply?
Well, it's okay with groceries. It's Katya and me, we don't need much. I would ask Katya, what shall I buy? What shall I cook? But now you see my Dima in a psychiatric clinic, and I don't know how to get him discharged. Well, we visited him the other day. I was upset.
He is Katya's father, isn't he?
No, he is her uncle. He is my son. And Katya, we don't know who her father is. Her mother doesn't live with us. She rarely comes.
That is, you raised Katya from infants?
Yes, since she was a baby. In short, I have been raising her since she was discharged from the maternity hospital.
And you don't know where her father is?
We don't even want to know. We don't need unnecessary problems, do we? We are all ready. I help her with everything. I took her to kindergarten and to school. I used to wash her clothes and all this. Her clothes are always clean. Here, we don't quarrel.
In general, your life is modest, but you are a friendly family.
Yes, modest and friendly. And I bring her up, so to speak, like a daughter. But she's my granddaughter, in fact. Here, she's my granddaughter.
Katya, don't be afraid of us. In fact, we are here to help, and I understand that you may feel somewhat shy. Hello, how are you? Let us address one another by the first name. I'm James, this is Valeria. Katya, can you tell us why you decided to write to us?
I can't explain. I don't even know myself.
You must have been desperate and decided to write.
Yes,
What is your major?
a shop assistant.
Do you want to be a shop assistant?
To be Hanset? No.
What would you like to be?
I wanted to enter the medical school, but I didn't have enough points. I had to apply to become a shop assistant, but I would like to become a beautician.
And what does a beautician do?
Makes the face look beautiful and healthy.
And what do you have to do to become a beautician?
Well, you can take a special course of studies.
So you like it too?
Yes. I dug up the whole plot over there and planted carrot, onions, seedlings of tomatoes. I planted beets as well. And you will see for yourself, there is nowhere to plant potatoes because there are so many stones here.
You seem to do everything together with Katya?
Yes, we do everything together. We moved a lot of firewood, and Katya says, "Come on, let's have a rest." Well, I say, "Let's go to have rest." Then in the evening she went out and continued throwing firewood there, and she moved all of that, put it all together. She says, "I'll go for a walk," and I didn't expect her to resume work. But she again, all the firewood. Here, I got up in the morning. All the firewood was in the shed. I say, "Have you removed all the firewood?" She says, "Yes." And now she helps me very well, helps me a lot. I can't complain, she helps me.
What do you do during the day?
Sometimes I will go for a walk, I do my homework. Well, sometimes I'm busy with my smartphone when there is nothing else to do, and help my grandmother.
How do you help grandma?
Sometimes I peel potatoes, stack firewood, do the shopping.
Do you have any good memories in your life?
No. Everything has always been bad.
No good at all?
No.
Where would you like to go?
To St. Petersburg.
Have you ever flown an airplane?
No, never.
Oh, that's it. And where have you been, in which cities?
Only in Yoshkar-Ola and in Nizhny once.
And what do you need now?
I need my mother. We have our own heating here. I bring firewood and slowly, little by little, I add it, so that the water does not boil quickly. I throw in 2-3 logs and it becomes warm here. Well, this morning I heated the stove and it's warm in the room. It's okay, all this heating. Our own stove.
What do you live on now?
I am retired and we live on pension.
But the pension is small.
Yes, the pension is small. We live with Katya.
Katya also wrote that you have all issues.
I warned her. I would spunk her with nettles. I'm joking.
But her intentions were good. How long ago, by the way, did you buy new shoes for yourself?
Well, I have shoes, and I don't go far from home. I can put on my other shoes.
And Katya also wrote that you have some bank loans.
Yes, you see, I bought a laptop for her. She needs it at school.
A laptop?
Yes, for school. You need to do something like this.
And how much is the loan now?
I have to pay to Rossельхоз for 3.5 years. And now I have to pay this laptop loan for 3 years. I'm finishing this in 1924. I'll finish. Yes.
Katya wrote that the amount of the loan is about $2,000.
I cook soup, cabbage soup. I sometimes buy meat. Well, I have here, there are mushrooms, over there is a liver.
And you pick mushrooms yourselves, don't you?
Yes, porcini. Here Katya and I went. We brought 2 baskets. Here, I cut them and put into the freezer. We eat it with potatoes, or I cook mushroom soup. Sometimes I prepare mushrooms with garlic, with salt. Katya eats this too.
So what is this for?
This honorary diploma is for my drawing at the art competition.
And this, once again, for your drawing.
This is for a piece of handwork. This is for the school contest.
Is it a contest in biology? It turns out environmental.
Yes.
Well, you have so many diplomas, so many certificates of honor. Oh, Miss Athlete. Strength, dexterity. Look how many certificates. Diplomas, certificates. Is it for programming?
Yes.
Whoa, what is it? Also programming. Katya is very modest, but look how many diplomas she has been awarded. Whoa, Russian language. What's wrong with your vacuum cleaner?
Well, you have even shared about this.
She's done well.
Probably broken. It burned down, probably. That's it.
And doesn't work.
You see, it doesn't work. Burned.
Well, guys, you can see it.
I walk near the house. I need some firewood, bring something.
Just tell us what size you wear, will you?
Here, she's in the kindergarten. I bought this suit for her to go to kindergarten. Here, she was photographed in it. Here she is in the garden.
How is your eyesight now?
-3.
-3. Have you been raising Katya alone all this time?
Yes, alone. From the day she was discharged from the maternity hospital. I worked a little in the workshop. I worked with the timber, then with the water, well, where they sent me. Then the logs, to put it up to the frame, then to do the trimming it. I sawed the slab as well. They are boards, they are good. So these good boards go to the side, and the bad ones go to the bunker. They are used as firewood. The boards could be cut to make them shorter, and so I worked at the trimming. The workers were not enough. I handled 3 frames by myself. There was one on one side and 2 frames on the other side. And I needed to go there. And besides, I had to tidy up as well.
Actually, you are very lucky with your grandmother. She took loans to buy a computer for you. You are already very lucky in this life because many people have no family at all. And your grandmother who raised you and continues to help grow up and find your place in this life is an amazing person. It's very cool, it should be appreciated. You are really great. And guys, this is really great. Really great. And big respect from us.
Of course, so to speak, my life has never been very easy. When I still had children, I didn't have a granddaughter yet, so I worked. And in the second shift, the kindergarten was open 24/7. When sometimes you would work in the first shift, then a week later my shift would start at 4 p.m. The second shift it was. I would work like that for a week. And it happened, I even worked in the third shift, from 11 p.m. But the kindergarten was round the clock when I had children. Here I left them there in the kindergarten, and I would only bring clean clothes, everything, so that they change clothes there. And they lived there for a week. I used to visit, bringing clothes, checking if everything was alright with the kids.
Now you have a vacuum cleaner. This is now your vacuum cleaner.
Well, how could you? Thank you very much.
But that's the least we can do.
Thank you.
We just met you today, we only met for the first time. Your granddaughter is shy, and I want this little piece of goodness to remain a small pleasant memory today. Katya, you said that you have no pleasant memories, and I hope that today will be a small pleasant memory. In fact, you are also a great girl. Here I said you were lucky to have your grandmother, and grandmother is just as lucky to have you. Because today you are already approaching the age when you are starting to help your grandmother too. That is, you help with firewood and so on. And most importantly, you use a modern method of solving some issues. Yes, you wrote to us. And this is very bold, very cool. Well done, really. Today we got to know you. We've only got positive emotions from this meeting. And we are really love your family. Yeah, that's true.
I'd rather eat less myself, but I want my children to be well fed and clean. And have always tried to do my best. And I live for the sake of my grandchildren. And if I don't live for them, what will I live for them? I will have no joy, nothing. And I know that I have a granddaughter at home. Sometimes we would have a laugh. Sometimes, sometimes I would reprimand her as a joke. I live only for the sake of my grandchildren.
Guys, well, you yourself have seen everything. The situation is really difficult, and this is a family that really needs help. As you can see, Katya was worried. She is a very modest girl, and Katya realizing that her grandmother is not so young anymore. And in fact, her granny is trying to do all she can for her granddaughter. She takes loans, including a loan for a laptop so that Katya can study. But she helps around the house. She cleans, cooks, chops wood, and part of what they gather in the forest they sell. And Katya is a great girl. She is 16 years old, she is essentially a child, and she understands that she cannot help her grandmother with anything more important due to her age. And she plucked up courage and wrote us her letter. Actually, thanks to this, we came to them, saw everything ourselves and showed it to you. I want to address our viewers, our subscribers. In general, you yourselves have seen everything. We showed you the whole story inside and out. If you have any thoughts, if you come up with any ideas, please write in the comments. Also, please be as active as possible. Make reposts on social networks. This is a story that really deserves attention. Of course, guys, by traditional, we ask you to subscribe to our channel, make sure that the notification bell, as well as all notifications are turned on. Your favorite James Miller channel has been with you. See you soon. And now we need to catch the plane.